All right. So last we left our intrepid heroes, the thief, and then the two spellcasters decided to scout forward ahead of the rest of the party. Let's just call it that instead of the other players just being unavailable for whatever reason. Um, do. What they did is they wound up on the. We're on the second floor again. And they're going through a clan of kobolds territory that truly believe that they are essentially immune to bad things. This is the merchant class of kobold, essentially. They have set up this area, which is like two large common areas that the other kobold tribes pay a tax to in order to use and sell their wares to each other in a neutral, guarded area that they don't feel threatened in. So, because they pay a tithe to this clan of kobolds, this clan is doing pretty well. And they feel pretty much like they're immune to bad things. They don't really want to rise in position in the mountain, but they don't want to lose their position in the mountain either. I mean, this clan is rank 10, which should tell you a whole shitload about their like personal gumption to do anything. They're the laziest clan ever, but they're the most like completely oblivious clan too, because they're like, yeah, all these other clans pay us money, we get by not doing anything. This is the best.
They provide a service.
That's right.
Can our adventuring company's name be Bad Things TM?
Sure. So basically, they came in last time. They found one of the courtyards. Oh, Steve says he'll be on in about half an hour. That's cool. Um, surprising. And then they were ambushed. Surprise. You know, by kobolds that shot stuff at them from the roofs like kobolds do. And then the wizards had to do their wizardy thing. On the downside, one of the wizards was a bad person and vaporized innocents. They may have been kobolds, but they were innocent. So, don't let that escape anyone's knowledge.
Yeah.
Did we leave
Oh,
anybody to tell the truth?
So
Tell what
what?
happened?
there's one person left to tell the truth. I left him alive.
Yeah.
To tell the truth of what?
Nothing. But
Of the innocents that
I
got
mean-
murdered?
yes.
I mean, as
Nope.
far as that
he wasn't in
kobold
the room.
knows, a
No one knows what
living
happened in that
embodiment
room.
of darkness wandered out and started frying his friends.
No one knows what happened in that room because, dead.
You didn't kill all of them, though. You only killed like a big swath of innocent people, and
I
then
mean, you
left
can
the
still
others
go
to
back
cower.
and murder them.
Yeah.
You sure? I mean, here's your golden opportunity.
No, we'll just leave them alone. They can come run up this way if they want to deal with it.
Alright. So, yeah. Clan Gnarled Fang. That's the clan that you're dealing with.
So they know we're here. We're now going to run into every stupid mousetrap.
Oh,
they
yeah.
have.
I mean, they used wizards to, like, close off the courtyard that they were in with a wall of stone. And then, which works for them. And then the PCs had no way of getting out, like, because they didn't have any of their big beefy sons of bitches with them. So they used a cannon in the end to blow their way out.
Yeah, I mean, it took a little while. No one knows how to operate a cannon, but we eventually lit it.
Yeah,
Point it in the direction.
that's right. You know which end the ball comes out of. That's that's a start.
We at least got it on the second try.
Yeah. No worries. Anyway, so here you are in this big, massive hallway. That's 20 feet across.
Wait, they were merchants. We might actually get loot.
Maybe.
They probably trade in trash, dude. Are you kidding?
God, your
Fat
opinion of the
loot.
Kobolds is still so low. God. Like,
Look,
only clan Dreadnought was the truly disgusting clan. Like, that clan was nasty. It
I
was
don't know
just
if you
like,
remember
yeah,
all
we
those
live in
lightning
squalor.
bolts.
First impressions, man.
Every
I'm
other
just saying,
clan has been inordinately clean.
do you remember like the 6 lightning bolts from wands? They've got loot.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we also have. Who's currently double fisting lightning bolt wands? Is it?
You gave
It's
it to the wizard.
Manus.
Yeah.
She probably feels really badass, or at least not as in pants shitting terror of combat happening to her.
Yeah. Either way, it's an improvement. So, that's what happened last time. You are free to discuss amongst yourself any plan that you may have come up with last time, or any plan that you may be bringing to the table tonight, or continue on with no plan. Your call.
I love no plan.
I mean, limited scouting ahead from Farland would probably be a good idea because none of us can be invisible.
Alright. Except for
Also
the guy
watch
who
your
can cast
step.
invisibility.
This is just kind of some big ass dead end here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
chose
going
left.
back in the room we just got sealed off in.
Yeah, this
It would be
area
just like the
here with
Kobolds
the
do it
giant,
again.
like, dwarven device thing, that's essentially a dead end, yes.
Did we figure out what
Is
the
there
device
anything in the
does?
device?
I mean, you didn't really mess with
Or
it.
about the device?
You didn't really mess with it or make any checks against it to figure out what the heck it is.
I mean,
I did
we can go back and
describe
look at it.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
thought it was described as like a relic from the dwarven times.
Yeah,
That they knocked over and busted it up.
that they had defaced, yeah. And pieces of it were laying around.
I mean, does it look like it was like a functional object at some point, or was it decorative?
It looks like it was functional in some way at some point.
Do we have any engineers?
I have engineering knowledge.
Oh, hey, our wonderful, beautiful tour guide. We're helping reclaim her home. What did that
Shafiri.
thing do?
Guide.
Shafiri, the permanently
Really
angry.
Yeah.
Permanently angry tour guide.
I do not call her our tour guide.
I'm pretty sure she came
call
with you.
her ma'am.
She gave you the heads up on like this clan last time.
Well, what about the device? Like, what did it used to do?
Let me pull it up.
It slays dragons.
It purges the unclean.
Why the
Oh,
hell
God, I
didn't
think
they
we're
use it
probably
when the
unclean.
kobolds came in? It used to be a dwarven sculpture around a small fountain that was mechanical in the way that it was a moving calendar. It showed the position of the sun and the moons.
Sounds pointless.
I mean,
If
it's
you have
cool
to do trade
though.
with the
If you live perpetually underground, might be good. Might be useful
Yeah.
somehow.
if you have to do trade with the overworld,
Yeah.
I mean, going out at night's probably not the best choice.
Okay.
All right. I mean, I'm not going to make him. We can't make him do it. Farland, do you want to go ahead
Yeah.
and check in these doors?
So, Farland, as you're moving down the hall, you notice that the stone here has been worked more than the other areas inside the mountain. At one point in time, this area was almost brought to a polish. So it was the stones had been, run through, that process that makes them like really, really smooth, almost like tile. And then any musty smells that you may have gotten on the lower floors aren't present here.
Are we still on floor 2?
We are, yeah.
Okay.
Back on floor 2.
This is like the merchants section, essentially. It's the merchants' quarters.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, if you think about old world hierarchy, I mean, there's the nobility, but then just beneath them would be like the merchant class.
Sure.
And sometimes the merchant class, if they made enough money, could buy their way into the nobility.
Oh, hey, was Shafiria noble?
No. She was a tradeswoman.
Was she a blacksmith? Did we already establish this?
Yes. She was a blacksmith.
Well, Cordell thinks she's just Ducky.
Super.
Alright, well, I'll roll for some stealthing.
Sure.
She probably thinks I'm still a hallucination.
That frog is still talking. I have been down here too long.
42.
Jesus H.
And I did choose a rogue talent now where I can move while stealth. With
That's
no
awesome.
penalties.
Huzzah.
Seems good.
Seems important. Okay. So I put you out in front there, Farland. Are you going to be checking the doors on your way, or are you just moving down the corridor?
Well, I checked the door on my left once already, and that one was trapped. So I was thinking about that. Since I know where the darts are coming out of, could I, in theory, open the door? Like, just avoid... Because I'm assuming it's not, like, 100% coverage darts hit.
I think.
Or was it just a
I
dart
think I
trap?
described the trap differently than it being darts, like shooting out of stuff.
Okay.
If you remember, think of it like the floor flipping up, and there being like darts, like essentially like barbs. Think of it that way, like porcupine quills that would flip up and smack you.
Okay. No way of, like, opening the door and avoiding it, though?
I mean, if you were hanging from the ceiling.
How do the kobolds get in and out?
With
Probably
cunning,
know not to use the door or something.
cunning skills. Plus, remember, the kobolds have been digging around for, a few generations.
Not the traditional doorways, that's for certain.
Right.
Yeah, they probably
So-
learned pretty early on. Just don't touch any doors. Just dig around them.
Yeah, makes
you
no sense.
said hanging from the ceiling, I could avoid it. So you're
Yeah.
gonna love my immovable rods. Or I could just...
Funny. All right.
open the damn door. Maybe it's a room the kobolds haven't touched yet, and there's a shitload of good stuff in there.
Yeah, maybe. You never know. You might get lucky.
Maybe there's a sword of instantly killing this particular dragon.
Alright, so I'm gonna use my movable rods to... and above the place where I saw the barbs reach to...
Sort of killing this particular dragon. That's good, Andrew. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
you just have to. You look at life
So,
in a
How
an
do you use?
optimistic fashion.
Could you tell me how you use your movable rods? I won't make you make a roll. I just want to know how you're using your movable rods in order to get in front of the door in order to open it.
I have 2 immovable rods, so I can basically, like...
You can
kinda
use them like monkey bars.
Yes.
Yeah, they just stay in place, and it takes like 8,000 pounds to move them.
Yeah,
So
that's a lot.
It's basically a click of the button on the ends of them, so I can just hold onto it and click
Yeah.
the button.
I know how they
move it.
work. I just wanted to know how you were using them.
Climb it,
So-
climb it like a ladder without feet,
Without-
I guess.
Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so you are now hovering essentially in front of the door.
Alright. I'm gonna use my knowledge of almost getting killed by this trap earlier to open the trap and attempt to avoid it. Or open the door.
Okay. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. Okay. This room has been used as a makeshift storage area. This is where the random bits of whatever kobolds were selling that day that were unsold but are, maybe their owners are coming back the next day to sell more. This is where they're stored overnight. They don't leave stuff out in the courtyards. They leave them inside rooms, and you notice that there are tags scrawled in Undercommon saying who the belongings, belong to.
Okay. You said they dug around doors. Is there potentially like hallways or ways around this door?
Yeah.
Or they
Essentially, you can think of it, and I mean, your party is most well equipped to handle this more than any other party because the kobold tunnels are essentially a beehive network that goes throughout the entire mountain. They're not mapped in any way for me, so I can just sort of put them wherever the fuck I want. But kobolds have the ability to essentially get from any room to anywhere else in the mountain if they had unfettered access, like the clans didn't get in the way or anything like that. So you could access them. You pretty much any room that you go into, you can find a kobold hole of some kind. That said, it is a MC Asherian maze. Okay.
I'm just going to tell you that there was not much of a survival rate for the soldiers that went into Viet Cong tunnels. Like, that job sucked. You gave it to the guy you didn't like.
Alright, but I can't like see the light at the end of the tunnel to say the next room over.
No.
There's
Light,
no light.
light is for plebs. Kobolds have dark vision.
So do I.
Great. Then why are you looking for light?
Well, light to me.
No.
Light in relative terms.
Yeah, you have. If you followed a tunnel from any given room, you would have no way of knowing if it went to the room next door or if it went to a completely different floor at some random location.
Alright. Well, I'll pop my head out. Actually, I need a better dagger. So, quick glance if I see a nice dagger.
Why don't you do a little spot check there for me? Perception check.
37.
I mean, there's a good number of items and equipment from different blacksmiths or different people that are selling weapons, either created or stolen off of the bodies of townspeople or potentially adventurers who they've crossed paths with. Some of them look very nice. Some of them look super high quality. You don't have any magic at your disposal, so you might need to get a wizard to take a look at them if you want to know if you can do anything.
I'm going to use a movable rod system. Using my 10-foot prehensile tongue and my climb speed, I'm just going to swing in.
Well, I'm just gonna... So I'll pop my head out, tell people there's loot in here, and then what I'll do is I'll set up the movable rods like a horizontal ladder.
Sure.
In case there's a pressure plate trap.
Do you know I can deliver my healing spells at 10 feet using my tongue?
That's fucking cool.
That's awesome. I mean, it's also gross, but that's awesome.
Lick.
I looked into this. Actually, frog tongues aren't super wet. They're kind of weird like cat tongues.
Gross.
I mean, it's still weird that someone
That doesn't
licked
make
you,
it better.
It also puts your organs back in place. So. I'm going to detect until I find something that I need someone even smarter than me, which is almost anyone. First, I need the trap sensor, though.
Everything within 10 feet of me should be potentially setting off alarms.
I mean, actually, I can look for traps. I'm perfectly competent at that. I can't do anything about them if I find them.
There you go. I have put things in the room.
So I have a 29 perception for finding traps.
Woo!
His is probably much better.
Probably, but whatever.
Would the trap be best described as like taking up this entire square here?
Yes.
Okay.
You have
If
29
I wanted to, I
perception
could
for
walk
traps.
around it.
Potentially.
Okay.
I have a plus 20 to my perception,
Oh,
because
okay.
I'm a wisdom-based character.
Got it.
Chad knows for sure that there is a trap there. That is what you know.
By the way, my perception's higher now. I added points in 21.
Not bad.
Well, I guess
Really
while
fucking
they're
good.
scouting out the room there, I'll look for secret traps
Okay.
around here.
Stomping on tiles. Nope.
So I guess I will
Looks
detect
like
magic.
a
Safe.
23. Woohoo.
You don't spot any.
That means they're not there.
Yep. All's well. Alright, so what are you doing? Casting Detect Magic?
Yeah, it takes like 3 rounds for me to focus down and then just do a 360 scanning for magical items.
Sure. Okay. Are you guys just going to wait, essentially, until he casts a spell? Or is anyone doing anything in the meantime?
Putting all the daggers in front of them. Here you go.
Well, Detect Magic, pretty much just think of it just like doing the entire room. Anything he looks at during the duration, he'll know whether or not it's magical and know what kind of magic is on it. He just won't know what it does.
Yeah, I have to actually pick it up and like turn it over in my hands and
Yeah, he has to
spellcraft or arcana, I think.
He has to appraise it. Identify takes like a while. It's like an hour per item.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna grab all the daggers and then just start throwing them at enemies.
That'll work.
What
Then when one explodes, he'll be like, "That's the one." You sure you want to grab daggers? Because you can backstab with short swords.
Or kukris.
Or kukris.
Sure.
Short swords do d6s.
Yeah, we'll take a
daggers
look
do
at those because I
d4s.
don't think I have any specifics with daggers. Yeah.
It takes me 18 seconds per item. Or actually, no, 3 rounds. So that takes me, 18 seconds
To
to try and identify
something?
an item.
What?
I was looking under the spellcraft skill, and identifying an item takes 3 rounds per item.
Then what is the point of
The identify spell gives you a ridiculous bonus.
Okay.
It basically says you win, you figure it out.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you know what it is. But you can do it with a spellcraft, huh?
Yes, you can use spellcraft.
That's fun.
There's also the swing it at things until you figure it out, but
Yeah, the old school way.
Does a dagger +2 count as a better dagger?
Yeah, it does actually.
yeah.
Funny story, I happen to have one.
That would certainly
Pretty sure
help.
this is from back on the very first floor.
Yeah, I wasn't here at the start of the mountain.
But yeah, there's a check for it. It's something like the caster level of the item I have to make with my spellcraft check. It's
I also have a cloak
it's
of
still
elven
somewhere.
kind and a ring of protection +2.
Look of the
Okay.
elven kind, you said? And
Prepare skill.
I only have ring protection 1.
I have a ring of protection +2.
Okay, so it's the DC is 15 plus the item's caster level.
Yep. So I have a decent chance at with my +15, but I'm certain that Philbrick will have a better chance at it.
You want the dagger +2?
Sure, I'll take that.
I'll toss it in the room.
Worst
The ring,
case
if
scenario,
you
you can
don't need it?
Yeah, I don't need it.
Okay, I'll take it.
This is on the loot page for me. Well, one of them.
Andrew's
Okay.
the party quartermaster.
I threw this
Yeah.
way down on my character sheet, so I kind of forgot about all this shit for a long time. You know, I've been carrying it. Do you want a cloak of elven kind? +5 to stealth checks.
No, I have cloak resistance +2.
Yeah, you can't
Okay.
double
You
cloak.
probably need that more.
Yeah, I've got, I think, enough stealth.
Yeah,
Probably.
he's been pretty stealthy so far.
I've also
Anyway.
got this blue steel broadsword, and I don't know if we ever identified it.
So you find about, I don't know, a dozen or more daggers and about half a dozen short swords that you can set in front of him. He starts doing his Wuji thing. he casts detect magic. One of the daggers and one of the short swords do come up as magic.
Alright, I'm going to try and identify them.
Okie doke.
How long does this take?
For the dagger, this
Not
takes
long. 3 rounds.
18 seconds.
Oh, okay. It's just the identify spell that takes forever.
Yeah, identify takes frickin' forever.
Yeah. For the dagger, it is a 23 on my spellcraft check.
Okie doke. Let me roll some dice. Do, 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 do. So it would be 8. Yeah, okay. It is a dagger +1. Woo!
Okay. The short sword.
What sort of dragon flame?
Yeah, this is a 35.
Yeah, okay. So the short sword is a short sword of it's a flame tongue short sword.
Huh.
It's a brand. What is it? Burning.
Flaming.
Flaming. That's it.
So a +1 flaming short sword.
Problem is that it needs to be activated somehow.
I remember it takes your bonus action to pretty much say flame on. Because you can't really have it on fire all the time
Right.
when it's like in your scabbard.
That would suck. Burn right through it.
Because they did it where they didn't want it to be something that crippled you for having that item, but still, if you have something else that operates off your bonus action or...
Yeah. So, since it has the flaming property, I think that means it's a minimum of +2. But let me double check.
Something like that.
I think it's plus. It has to have a +1 to have another property. So yeah, it'd be like a +1 flaming short sword. Unless you want to be a
that's at
+2
least
flaming
+1,
short sword,
right?
because that'd be bitchin'. Its total enhancement bonus is +2.
Yeah.
It's like a chart.
Okay.
So,
But I mean, that's probably not very good for stealthing. But when you come out of stealth, you can stab them with fire.
Stabbing them with fire seems better than stabbing them with not fire.
Yeah, but then the whole activating it and...
Well, I mean, it's just, do you use... Do bonus actions exist? Am I talking about 5e again?
I think you're talking about swift actions, right?
Swift
Swift
action,
actions.
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't have that yet.
Well, your swift actions are, you get, like, one of them per turn.
Right.
So you get
They're
a
like
standard
free actions,
move,
except you only get one.
a swift, and then however many free actions the GM allows you.
Okay.
So if you don't have anything else that activates on a swift action, it's not so much of a problem.
Not too bad. Guess
So
I could
we'll,
grab that one too.
Yeah.
So we'll actually resolve this later, since this is from forever ago, and Ryan doesn't have this in front of him. But could you also identify this blue steel broadsword I have?
Where did you pick it up? Do you remember?
The half-elf area. We
Oh.
picked it up in that first area with the half-elf, with that tree thing going on there. So I
It
figured,
wasn't
like,
a half elf. He was a full elf.
it was a full elf?
Yeah.
So-
Maybe it was the half-elf area.
There was no half elf
next to
area.
it.
So it is a steel sword that is
No.
blue? Or
A
a...
blue steel broadsword.
Alright. Oh, hey. We don't have to give it to the nerd. 32.
Valerian.
Okay. I'll just
Valerian.
note
To
on
the
here that
nerd.
32 to identify.
Like, if it requires more than the 32, then we're going to want to get the nerds on it, because... hot damn.
Alright,
Half
so I just
Veil, human.
The nerd.
I don't know. I'm sure Manus Tivik's daughter knows something about this.
Holy, that. Okay. Well, I mean, flipping back. Oh, this is probably where you got screwed up, because the area had 3 elven and 3 human corpses.
okay.
So, 2 elves are dressed in dusty finery, fine cloaks, while the human's longsword glistens mellowly in the dim light. Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yep. That is a longsword +3.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah, pretty good.
Of dragon slaying?
Oh, hey. I'm gonna give.
Stop it.
I'm gonna give Fear and the Deft the +1 dagger.
Oh, I have a longsword +3 here.
I mean, I'll
This
just
is a
throw it to
broadsword.
him because no one's given him a weapon yet.
Is there anything there for a broadsword? I already have a longsword +3.
Broadsword is longsword.
Didn't you get some shit last time you tried to give up your sword? Your talking sword?
No. I'm not giving up my talking sword. Like, him
I mean,
and I are
Valdis.
best buds.
Didn't it get upset when you were looking, like, window shopping?
Yeah,
Not
it did.
window shopping. I'm just keeping the lower.
You were looking to step out
items.
on him. He got jealous.
I'm
Is
just
that what you
looking to
want?
keep the lesser swords in check.
Yeah, Valdis is a real beast. I mean,
True.
flight at will, +3 longsword, +5 versus dragons. He's a
Yeah, I mean, that's a great sword.
yeah, he's a dragon slayer. Yeah. Plus he's intelligent. I don't know if that's a plus, but
Does he talk to us?
he definitely talks to Andrew. He has a psychic attachment. Anyway,
Wait, so he only talks to me? This
Yeah.
is amazing.
Is that the sword you use
So
all
the
the
party
time?
thinks I'm insane at this point.
so Chad, what are you doing to get over? Are you just totally monkey barring this thing all the way down the hall?
No, I'm gonna rely on my trap sense a little bit, because I don't feel like I can stealth in midair as well.
Were there any more magic items?
Okay. So let me know where you come down on the ground. No, there weren't any more
Outside the
magic
door,
items.
beyond the trap where I knew the trap was.
So this line or further?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. You come down on this line and you set the trap off.
My trap
Nicely
sense
done.
didn't tingle.
No, I rolled. So again, the boards flip up and smack. I should really look at what the damage is on this. It's a thing.
Now, do I get stuff? Those?
Here's the thing. Do you get a save versus traps after you look for traps and fuck it up?
Yeah.
That's
You
horse
always
shit.
get your saves.
So, I mean, yeah. I got
Unless the
This isn't a
situation would
save
call
per
for
se,
something
this
that's
is-
impossible to save from, i.e., locked corridor, entire ceiling falls on you.
Like if a nuke went off near you, you probably don't get a reflex save.
I would like to dodge out of the way of the nuke.
I mean, who
I
would?
find the nearest refrigerator.
I'm just gonna rely on my fortitude save, thanks.
So I get bonuses to reflex and dodge versus traps.
Okay, make a trap roll. I mean, how far do you evade? Like, here's the thing. You are on a big, giant area of trap.
I thought I was able to make it over here before that one went off.
Well, I mean, this is where it started, and you knew that. And you came down here, okay? The trap continues on ahead of you. This whole...
Okay. I thought that one
area.
was specific to the door.
Nope.
Are you
Apparently
are you
not.
walking?
Your trap sense tingled, and you're like, oh, it must be the door. But it's this whole fucking...
I thought I walked up to the door last time, though.
Yeah, you did. I stopped you
Oh,
right here.
Got it.
Were you walking in this area?
I am now.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like doing the monkey bars.
No. I
I mean, I
Yeah.
did ask him if he was doing that, so...
Yep, he did ask. I have no idea how far I dodge. Or where would that even be covered?
I don't know. But dodging from one thing onto another seems like something that wouldn't work.
Well, does it all activate at once? Or can I, like, do the Indiana Jones running through darts thing?
Maybe he saves and jumps 5 feet, and then he has to save again.
I mean,
Unless it just keeps going forever. I mean,
Let's
maybe
see.
it does.
I'd like to think it's like a museum laser system, and you're like pirouetting through the lasers.
Yeah, it says
Down for that.
it says the far end of this floor section springs up and unleashes painful barrage of needles at the party. So,
Oh, so the whole party.
Yeah, so it's gonna be the whole hall.
Oh, I thought you.
Well, I
I thought you
mean,
were saying barbed wires out of the ground.
like
Now
porcupine,
it's shooting
like
needles?
porcupine needles. So, like, this line here is what will spring up, okay? And it is going to shoot arrows down back towards Kahu and, Pervartal, all the other guys. The person
Okay.
that's not going to be affected at all is Quirtle, because he's still in the storage room.
I guess if I'm gonna dodge anywhere, it would be back into the storage room.
Alright, well, make your save.
But I don't know the answer to how far. But reflex save
Yes, the reflex save.
22.
Okay. It's not actually that good for you.
Reflex save time.
Yeah, reflex save.
Yeah, that's what happens when I roll a 3 though.
How about a 28?
28 works.
I choose to believe that I keep my feet planted and do the Neo.
John the Blacksmith is okay. Oof. Gladring's not. Manus is not. Shafiri is not.
Do the people who get hit take the
And,
bullet for the people behind them?
Fur and the Deft is. So,
I obviously dodged, so Philbrick's taking the hit.
so John the Blacksmith and Fern the Deft are fine, but everybody else that did not make their save is not okay. Philbrick, did you make your save?
Oh, what was the DC for it?
25.
No.
Okay.
I dodged that arrow for you.
You
Have a
dodged
nice
out of the way,
day.
it just slaps me right in the
For
chest.
you?
Like, ugh.
All right. So everyone that was hit takes a D10 barbs. So here we go. So Chad, you
save
take
versus
2
death.
barbs. There's no save versus death. Then looks like Pervartal takes 10 barbs. So that's going to be a save
Oh
versus
my
death.
god.
Oh boy.
Then you're next, Philbrick. You take 8.
Hey, Pervertol was the tougher one.
Then John dodged, so Gladring takes 7. Then Manus only takes 1.
Thank God.
And then Shafiri takes 6.
No.
Okay, so each barb does something. Okay. What is, how many did you take there, Richard?
8.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8. You take 23 points of damage, and you make a fortitude save, please.
Huh.
8 times.
8 fortitude saves? Oh my god.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for dumbass.
Can you just tell me the save DC so I can roll all these? And
Sure. They're all DC 20.
DC 20, okay.
Yep. So Pervartal takes 39 points of damage, and did you guys heal him?
Yeah, everyone got healed to full because
Okay, let me write this
I'm
down.
nice.
5
Such
failures.
good people.
Vartal equals 39. Okay, be right back to you. And then John saved, so Gladring took, was it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Let's roll these. He takes 26 points. This is the problem with having a giant-ass party of NPCs behind you.
We try and keep them out of the way, but there's not really a good way to do that now.
Right, yeah. Especially when the traps are like, everything in the hall, die!
I mean, these people are free to leave whenever they want.
Yeah.
They chose this.
Manus only took 1. He took 6 points of damage. Figures. Manus is a weird name for a chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
What do you want it to be, womanus?
I'm just saying, it seems like a masculine name. Shafir only took 16 damage. That's not bad. Shafiri equals 16. Hokey doke. Richard, you said that you... How many did you
Failed
pass?
5.
You failed 5. Okay.
Did you roll for mine? I took 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. You take 7 points of damage, and you need to make 2 fortitude saves.
DC 20, correct?
Yep.
Made 1, failed 1.
Okay. So, the problem with failing them is that the barbs have dug in underneath your skin, and they continue to cause pain whenever you move. So, every time you take a move action, you take 1d2 points of damage. Times however barbs you didn't save against.
How do we take them out?
Surgery?
Time for some surgery, boys.
Like, if you heal their wounds, do they pop out?
No.
What
Because
about
they are
successful heal
buried.
checks?
Yeah,
Oh.
if you have the skill surgeon, or if you, cut them out, then it will.
I certainly have heal.
Time for some amateur surgery.
Yep.
So.
Who wants to line up for the Frog's amateur surgery hour?
Da, 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 da.
Lick the wound until it sticks to your tongue.
Pervartol.
Yeah, they would,
Failed
but then
twice
he'd
so
have barbs in
far.
his tongue.
He failed 4 times. So Pervartol failed 4. Let me write that down. Failed 4. Gladring 7. So he failed 1, 2, 3. Stay.
I guess this would probably fall under the heal skill.
He failed 5.
Yeah, I mean, heal's like the fixing of wounds and...
Yeah.
Heal is your, like, field medic bullshit. I mean, I didn't take any of that shit because it seems
I'm good at it.
useless.
Manus 1. Oops, that's 2 dice. They're
That's
both
how he
fail-
keeps
they're
people
both
from
saves,
eating him.
And then Shafiri got shot by 6, so here's 5 of them. She passes all but 1, and... Oh, nope, she failed twice. Dun, 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 dun. Failed 2. Okie doke.
This is gonna take a while.
Yeah, because you have to make a roll for every single one, and you do have the potential of causing more damage if you fail to save.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna start this out with a disclaimer of, this is
No
new.
refunds.
I haven't removed barbs from human flesh
What's your
before, so
bonus skill check for
18.
you? Do we know the DC for this to roll or no?
Nope.
Well, all right.
I got one.
Who's up first?
I got 1.
You got 1.
Every successful check, you take 1 point of damage as it's removed, but besides that, you're good.
All right. Proof of concept 26.
26 succeeds.
Alright.
You take 1 more point of damage.
Okay.
Okay, who's up
User
next?
joined your channel.
How many
Hey, Steve.
who have?
Hey,
Happy
got
birthday
the
to Erica.
Brian says happy birthday, Erica!
Boom. See that? I got it first. Yeah.
I'll say it when I go to visit them this Friday.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
you.
Hey, what's Earth's heal check?
Good.
Is it better than 18?
Robs.
Props. Well, we have a mission for you then.
We're in a
Well,
bit of a
actually,
pickle.
how long does each one of these checks take?
Around.
Okay, I guess that's
I
not
think.
too bad, but
Let me check.
it'd still probably be useful to have both of you working together. Because we got a lot
Yeah.
of fucking work to do
Well,
here.
if you aid each other, you can get +2 to the checks too, right?
We've got a lot
I mean, our checks are good enough.
You could,
And
or
an
we could get this
18,
done
considering
twice as
this is
fast.
probably in the 20 to 25 range.
Pathfinder.
Do you add your level to skill checks?
No, it's just you add your ranks, your ability, and your trained bonus.
What's the max number of ranks you can have in something?
14.
That's your level.
Hit dice, so 14 right now.
Oh,
That's what levels do for skill
oh,
checks.
I don't have that. No, but I haven't leveled up Erst in a while.
Maybe you
So-
should do that.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so is if the DC is 20 and you have an 18, if you just aid someone or someone aids,
Even
then
if it's
we
a
could get 'em all,
25,
right?
like I still have a good chance of making it.
Well, I'm just saying if it's a 20, we can basically say we automatically pass, right?
Well, if you roll a 1, you still fail.
Skills? I thought we weren't doing that.
Oh,
How
okay.
bad is it to fail?
All right. So
Probably
a
just
normal
take some
check.
damage again.
Okay, I was wrong. A normal check, if you were wounded by like spikes or something like that, that applies to this. It's 10 minutes of work for each spike.
Yeah, so you're working in parallel.
It's not even like a holistic thing. You can't even like say, I want to remove all the stuff from him.
Well,
Well, they're on different parts of their
long-term
body.
care requires 8 hours of light activity. Treating a deadly wound, which I suppose if you left these in your body, it would be deadly eventually, is 1 hour of work.
Can't I just cast a spell?
No.
Fortunately, we've been
Unless you
over
have the
this.
spell, remove spikes. Remove
I mean, I'm not
needles.
going to waste regenerate.
Let me see.
Remove needles.
We need a really big magnet.
I'm just to
I
expedite
have
this.
Accept affliction. It spikes become my
Accept
spikes.
affliction? That's a
Yeah.
spell?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Where you're just like, yeah, you're gonna be sick the rest of your life. And you're like, okay, fine.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Crazy.
To expedite this, though, if it is a DC 20, could we just automatically pass all of them and then take the appropriate amount of wounds? Sit down and focus on taking these out. Does have an 18 heal.
I mean, having a high skill is great, but it doesn't actually affect the time needed to do these things.
Right, I'm saying expediting our.
Yeah, but everyone taking
Gaming.
damage when they move is just something we can't deal with.
We
Or
can't.
you
so
can
we're gonna
roll
have
for
two
all 30
people
of them
doing-
right now. It's whatever.
We're going to have 2 people doing surgery in parallel. And so, like, how long is this going to take? How much of this shit do we have?
Well, do you guys want to spend... I'll let you choose. Do you guys want to spend 10 minutes per needle, or do you want to spend an hour per person? Might matter.
I guess
We already got
Wait, nobody
Chads.
actually got 8. No, the person who got like 8 and 10 saved against some of them, so it's still faster to just do them one by one, right?
Let's
have
see.
5.
Pervartal has 4 failed against him. Gladring has 5 failed against him, and Shafiri has 2 failed against her. And then Richard has 5 failed against him.
Yeah, so overall, none of them will take an hour.
Alright, so let's move everyone to the stairs.
If you don't fail.
Let's, like, move people to the stairs so then I can shoot off more needles when I fail. Do the ladder thing.
Okay.
Sure.
But while you guys are doing that, I can do some exploring.
Because that worked out so well last time.
Well, this
What
time
could
you won't be in the
possibly
way.
go
You won't catch needles with your face.
Alright. I'll move people into the stairway and they can start doing their surgery stuff.
Alright. So,
Man, this seems like a lot to dig one needle out in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like
Dude,
you said,
I
think
thought
of
this
them as
was amateur
barbs.
hour. Why is it 10 minutes each? Is it just like slice? Come
Think
on.
of them as porcupine barbs, okay? You don't just pull those straight out.
You want amateur hour.
There's actually a plant in Alaska called Devil's Club that it does more damage if you dig it out. You're supposed to let it just pop out on its own.
Weird.
I've run into that plant.
Ouch. Did it hurt?
Yeah, I mean they're like small barbs, but yeah, you'll end up just scarring up yourself by digging everything out and let your body push it out. About a couple days.
That sounds sucky. Sounds like a annoying couple of days.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys start making your checks. Let me know if you fail any. And then, Chad, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start using my cool routes to go down the hallway now.
To just Tarzan down the hall.
Yep.
Let me know when you want to drop onto the floor.
Alright, everybody
should
tell me how many
Search
barbs you have
before
in
you
you.
drop.
5.
Yeah.
Actually, could you just type it in chat?
Can I see into this big room anymore?
Yeah, sorry. If you get far enough down the hall.
Was the DC 20?
25.
What does the activity look like in this room?
Sorry.
They're well aware of our...
Yep. 37. Oh,
Whoever just rolled those, did you just fail 4 times? 5 times?
No! I failed twice. How many times was that? Oh, yeah. Balls.
Alright, so you would
There's
be
a
in
picture
the...
of Devil's Club.
You would be in the central plaza. So this huge plaza was once beautiful to behold, with a glorious fountain in the center, column edifices surrounding it, and a beautiful mosaic worked from hundreds of thousands of tiles that were used to make the floor of this place. Now the fountain has been destroyed, leaving nothing but a straight jet of water spraying straight up 20 feet or so. The grime that covers the place has almost completely obscured the mosaic, but if someone were to clean a section, the brilliant colors would once again show through. You have not been a quiet person on your approach so far. The kobolds are no longer milling about and selling their goods. The square is largely empty except for a small group of kobolds. There is one. Let me pull him up. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. So, huge kobold. There, shrink him down to size. Oh, I hate how they do that. Copy that.
Yeah, that sucked. That sucked real bad.
Okay, so basically you've got one kobold sitting on, or standing rather, on top of a crate, and he's proselytizing, is what he's doing. He is standing up fearlessly, pointing down the hall into the darkness that you're coming from, saying, you know, the heroes that have been invading the mountain are just a symptom of the sickness inside the mountain, and the infighting between the clans should stop because it allows pretenders to the throne to come in and disturb the dragon's slumber. This kobold has no defining marks on him that would squarely place him in one clan or another. Like I said, he is just proselytizing the dragon as a god and promoting the dragon as an avatar of his god. He's trying to convert these kobolds to worship Kurtlemock. And he wants to organize a church within the mountain. It's very similar to what Steve has been doing this whole frickin' campaign.
Destabilize their society, shoot them in the back. Get on your grassy knoll.
So,
No, there's no
wait,
knolls in this.
He's preaching for Armok or for someone else?
He's proselytizing a god named Kurtlemak.
Oh, okay.
Kurtulmak.
Kar's cousin of Armok. Alright.
Maybe. He's saying that the dragon is an avatar of that god and should be accorded proper respect. But the dragon is not all powerful because it is not Kurtlemak. The heroes entering the mountain and getting as far as they have are a symptom of the kobolds' inability to recognize Kurtlemak as the one true god.
Well, I could monkey bar my way over there.
Alright. How many does Kahu have in him?
Done.
Okay.
Back and kill him. Then run away.
Brian, could you type in how many the people have?
Yeah.
Just so I don't keep forgetting.
It's like 5, 4, and 2, but let me double check. 4, 5, and 2.
Well, just
Yeah.
assume I'm giving you a +2 for my aiding you.
Oh, then some of those. Alright, I'll have to deal with what I did with Philbrick if you're helping me. I'll have to amend that.
Guys, come on. If you fail and you forget about a thing, you can't go back and just re-roll them all. That sucks.
I thought
Okay.
he was doing his own checks. Because I think Hurst actually has a better thing than me.
I don't. I
What's
haven't
your
leveled
wisdom?
up in 2 levels. Oh, my wisdom's like 22 or something. Or I've got like a +8 for wisdom.
So if you have like 14 in your heal,
I don't.
Philbricks will just stay as is, and then we'll just remember it for the rest of them. Because
okay. I have an assistant. Alright.
The hell? Won't let me get off this.
We'll get off what?
Alright.
Where are you?
My cursor. I'm gonna monkey bar my way over here.
Sure.
And, any more trap sensing? Nothing?
Yeah. You don't sense any traps anywhere near you.
Do I get a bonus for knowing that there was a trap back here? Like recognition or...
Well, you kind of know what to look for now, if
Okay.
that's what you're getting at.
Yeah. Alright, which one's... Oh, this guy on top of here.
Yep.
Alright. I'd like to sneak my way over there. And
Sure. Make a stealth check for me.
Do I see any ways of disabling? Got a lot for the stealth.
Okay, I put my stuff in the chat.
Done.
Poor Philbrick. He was the test dummy.
49 for stealth.
Okay, you're very, very hidden. Like, I don't know, the night god would have a hard time seeing you. Alright,
Is he
so for
opposed
the
by the
4,
sun
1
god?
fail, all out.
Yeah, Philbrick I failed 4
No
times before.
failures. 2, 1 failure, all out. Okay. Okay, so let me roll the damage for that.
Like Philbrick, the first thing I did was like grab one and just try to pull it out.
So 2 plus 3. Yeah. So that's 5 damage to the first one. So he's at 45. Then nothing extra for Gladring. Lucky him. And then 1 fails.
I'll be right back, guys.
Sure. And then so plus 3 for Shafiri. So Shafiri's at 19. Okie doke. And then Philbrick. How many times you fail? Sorry.
4.
4.
It shouldn't be that bad. Yeah, it was fine. So 2, 4, 5, 6 plus and you had 8 in you. So
5 in me. So
you
or
only
no,
had 5.
I failed 4 times. He had 5 in him.
yeah, 5 in me.
Okay. So there you go. So 2, 4, 5, 6. You take 7 points of damage.
The damage isn't what I'm worried about. So for scale, we used to get all these out takes about 3 3/4 hours.
Ah.
So time changes.
Well,
Yeah,
I thought you guys were saying that you were gonna spend 10 minutes per
per check, but that, I mean,
Yeah.
that was
Yeah, I
9
did the
checks
math.
for Philbrick.
9, 5, 5, 3.
Oh shit!
Right.
So you guys spent a long time.
Yeah, like I said, it's
Yeah,
like
I mean,
3
10 minutes per one
3
fish hook
hours,
is
45
a lot,
minutes,
man.
give or take. 3 hours,
But we
45
didn't have
minutes.
somebody else with a reasonable heal skill.
I mean, Erst isn't totally leveled, so we don't.
I mean, plus 15's pretty good. It's nothing to crap on.
He would have more than that. Just from his trained bonus
But just
and his wisdom.
all that aside, I think we should decide, like, is Farland going out after all these barbs are taken out, or during?
I think he
Because-
left immediately, pretty much.
During.
During.
Okay, so
It gives
yeah,
him a while
he'd
to
have
scout.
all this information, come back, and then everything would change.
Yeah. Essentially. Good
Like, I
point.
feel like we should, like, if we can cut the time in half by taking a little extra damage, we should probably do that.
We will know for next time.
Okay.
I mean,
So
hold on. People have taken a bunch of damage. I'm going to drop a cure moderate mass.
Okay. Let me know how much you heal.
Hey, not bad. 28
Okay.
to everybody.
Yeah. 28.
So I'll get that 28 only if I make it back in time.
20.
I mean, he would wait.
You'll
until
make it back
everyone
in
was
time.
Assembled, yeah.
Okay.
But
he's
waiting till everyone's healed. It's 3 hours.
17.
I
Unless
got
you're
the
scouting
barbs
for
out of everybody.
3 hours.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little weird. He's holding like his surgical tools in his tongue, like it's another hand.
Gross. That's not sterile. All right.
No, I
so
just like to think of these like, pull it out of Philbrick. That didn't work. Pull the next one out of Philbrick. No, that didn't work either.
Farland,
You were
what,
the test dummy. You were closest.
what
to
you
his
doing?
grasping tongue.
I'm gonna sneak attack the guy talking.
Okay.
Now you, oh man, that's awesome.
Told me to kill him.
No, that's
the
just
guy who's spreading the religion against the dragon. You're gonna assassinate him.
no for the dragon.
Well,
For the
he's saying he's not. It's not really for the dragon. He's personifying the dragon as an avatar of the god that he wants the kobolds to worship. Or
He's also trying to unite the kobolds from
Yeah,
multiple
okay, I'm back.
factions.
he's trying to unite the kobolds from multiple factions.
Yeah, we can't have
Okay,
unified
never mind.
kobolds.
Yeah, a united kobold front would potentially be bad. All right, so make your attack roll.
Oh yeah. So we were talking about this last week or 2 weeks ago. And then how does it work with multiple classes now? Because now my base attack bonuses, or like, how do you add
Okay.
the base attack bonuses?
You talking about your sneak attack bonus?
Well, to determine number of hits.
You have 2
Oh.
attacks.
Okay, for every +6, essentially, you have another attack. On your
So
base
what are
attack
your 2
bonus.
base attack bonuses?
My rogue is a 6/1 and shadow dancer is a 4.
Okay, so
So
have
you are a
2
total of
attacks.
10/5 as your base, so you have 2 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
When
then
it
you
gets up
add your
to
dexterity on
11
top of that.
6, then you'll have 3.
Got it. Alright,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do my full 2 attacks. And both of them get sneak attack now, right?
Yeah, because he
Yes.
hasn't acted. So then you add your dexterity and your enhancement bonuses from your weapons on it.
I don't see any way this could possibly go wrong.
Me neither. It's gonna be fine.
Go from left to right, my perspective. So 14 plus My main one would be plus another 18, so 32. And your
Okay.
second attack is what, 5 less? Or more?
Probably 6 less, but 5 less.
Eight.
No, 5 less.
5 less.
Yeah, it's 5 less for you.
Because you've got the flaming short sword in your first hand, the dagger, and the +2 dagger in the other, right?
No, because that'd be two-handed, right? I'm just doing one attack
No.
twice.
No, short sword's
the short
one-handed.
sword is-
Dagger's one-handed.
Right,
You don't
but-
have 2-weapon fighting, that's right.
Yeah, he doesn't fight with 2 weapons. That's
So you can either have the dagger or the short sword. The short sword will deal more base damage.
Gonna do the dagger.
Okay.
The dagger's not on fire,
It is not. It's true.
which makes it easier to sneak away.
Okay.
Second
so-
one is 29.
Okay, they both hit.
Right. Do my full sneak attack damage,
Mm-hmm.
right?
roll him up, kill a guy. Yeah, you got this.
I mean, even with class levels, he's dealing with kobold hit points.
He is dealing with kobold hit points.
15 on the first one, sneak attack dice. 19 on the second one.
Okay, give me 1 second.
34 with just sneak attack dice.
Total, or from that one alone?
Just sneak attack dice.
Ah.
That's for both hits. 1,
I'm not gonna lie. I'll not be
46. Or, oh, whatever. And a dagger plus 2 adds 2 damage, or no? Just 2 to attack.
It
It adds
adds
2 to your damage.
2 to damage also.
Okay.
So, what's the total damage?
.36 plus my dex, so 48. 51 and 54
Okay.
plus 8 bleed. Or
Your dagger dagger. So you attack him, and it doesn't gain the purchase that you expect. It goes in, but just barely. You get a very distinct like clink sound when you first stab him, and you know that you hit skin because your aim was very good. So likely he had some sort of magical protection, but in the end it does go through and does enough damage for him to notice. He screams out in pain and starts yelling in some language that you have never heard before. So, yeah, but it causes his followers to, turn on you. And, I mean, they're ready to attack.
Alright.
Initiative?
If you beat him in initiative again, you get your sneak attacks a second time.
How is that possible? He knows he's there.
Because they haven't acted.
Flat-footed.
Yeah, they're still flat-footed against him if he beats them in initiative.
Got 24 for initiative.
Yep. You go first.
Alright. So I
Stab him
get
again.
another sneak attack against this guy? What you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, you can stab him twice. He's not flat-footed anymore, but...
Right.
I don't think he gets sneak attack. He knows he's there.
Or no, he
Sneak attack
he
isn't-
actually is still flat-footed. That's right.
Sneak attack isn't just, at least in Pathfinder, it's not just like knowing the person's there, it's the person finding purchase and precision aiming. It's easier to precisely aim when the person is still reacting.
So
Is how
basically,
they,
He didn't
label
do
it
that
out.
act in the surprise round.
yeah. They should call it something else, you're correct.
Yeah,
They
like
tried to.
precision
Because
strike.
there's
or
nothing
something like
sneaky
Unguarded?
at this point in time. He's yelling in pain.
Yeah, he's like, what the fuck, man?
I just
that.
got
No,
fucking
and 6
stabbed!
seconds later, he's starting to get his bearing, gets stabbed
They
again.
they tried to in 3.5 with the addition of like the ninja in those classes. They called them like precision dice
Yeah,
or
that
whatever,
made more
precision dice,
sense.
but it just did not test well. Nor
Probably
did the
'cause-
ninja class in the first place. So
30 years of, or 40 years of calling a sneak attack.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, the ninja class was BS.
All right.
Total garbage.
Could I use this opportunity to, because they're all flat-footed, they wouldn't get attacks of opportunity against me, or no?
They won't get attacks of opportunity against you, but they will get attacks against you this round. They're just going
Okay.
after you.
So if I say ran over here and then snuck again, hide in plain sight, would they not be able to find me potentially?
Highly possible.
All right, that's what I'm
Stab
gonna
him,
do.
whoops, runs away.
Goddamn Eldar.
Eldar.
Freaking hit and run.
All right. Oh man, I only got a 34 on my stealth.
Okay, so you run behind the broken fountain and then you disappear from sight. Now I get my action. He starts chanting some thing for a hot second, and then so he gets to the end of what he was trying to say, whatever weird slithering language he was speaking in, and then he speaks in undercom. Actually, sorry, no, it says pretty good common. He says, "Hold, I would speak to you and stay your hand from more killing. You do not know my God, but I may call on him in times of dire need, and he will aid me. Do not force me such a course of action."
Should sneak out and stab him again.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, so if you do nothing, or if you don't immediately answer, he uses his held action.
Okay, I did not immediately.
Okay, him and all his friends disappear from sight.
All right. The courtyard now empty then?
As far as
I
you
thought
can
he was
tell.
going to be like the dragon and be
Well.
disguised.
Probably just invisible. All right. Can I? So I'm gonna continue
Back in
sneaking.
a minute.
All right.
Is there any visible way to deactivate the trap avio here?
Not from here.
Area? No. Not sure I'm gonna get you guys this way without. You guys could do the Spartan wall of shields.
Well, where did we hold on? Where did we land with the spike removal? Is that all done now?
3 hours from when you started, right?
Gotcha.
Alright, here's an idea. Use this convenient wagon. Build up like a wood wall around it, and then could pull you guys down the hallway while the wagon just takes all the barbs.
Can we just disarm the trap?
No, he
That's
doesn't.
a
He doesn't.
lot of trap.
Yeah, he doesn't
And, yes.
see how to. That's the thing. Like
Right.
it doesn't have any accessible mechanisms.
And it's the entire length of the hallway, it seems.
Let's see. Do I have any spells?
Stone wall. It's just stone wall over this whole.
Yeah, we've already been shown
About
that doesn't
that.
work.
I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. Boom, boom, boom.
So we just need to float everybody over this, right?
Did,
I mean, I've
so
got an idea.
I mean, I got
weird.
this covered if we just need to float everybody over this.
Alright, well, I'm gonna monkey bar my way back, tell them what I saw and heard with the kobolds, get my healing, and start planning this great escape.
Yeah, I'll just hover everybody over. It'll be no problem.
did the
Oh yeah,
spikes-
I don't have a problem. I can't set off pressure traps.
did these spikes pierce metal armor?
Yes.
Wow, that's intense spikes. Was it a reflex save?
Think of them not so much as spikes, more like barbs. Yes, they were reflex saves. Think of them like porcupine barbs. They're very thin, they're very long, and they don't come out easily. So it's not so much that they go through the armor; it's that they find chinks in it. Because it's just it shoots just like a bush of these things at you. Just
What if my skin was literally made of iron?
I mean, if you have a damage reduction or something like that, it would if it overcame the trap, then the trap wouldn't affect you essentially.
Oh, I do have natural DR, but it's not that much.
So I can just fly everybody over.
Alright.
My magical talking sword.
So I will monkey bar my way back and watch over this area.
That works a lot better than using me as a swinging point on the immovable rods.
Alright, and then since I suspect they may have gone invisible, I'm going to listen. But
Okay.
where are all
They-
these fuckers coming from?
They did go invisible
basically-
3 hours ago.
Yeah, they
That's
went
true.
invisible like a frickin' long time ago. I figured 3 hours later, business will resume in the square.
Okay. So I will be stealthy while I...
Let's not go that way then. We got other doors here. Do
Alright.
what they do.
So yeah, let's, as I go and come down the hallway, I'll notice that the market is resumed, probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say the least.
But if you can fly, I can fit in your pack.
Here. I can attempt to unlock this door to the right while standing on my monkey bars. Here's a question: if I walk past an area a second time, does Trap Sense have a second roll?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna attempt this door then, maybe see if there's another way around.
Okay. Yeah, the door does not seem to be trapped.
Alright. Yep, I'll try to unlock it because I'm assuming it's locked.
It is not.
Stable device. It is not locked?
Nope.
Okay.
You can push right in.
I'll slowly open it and see if anybody...
Okay, this is exactly what you expected it was going to be. It is a way through. I mean, yes, there's still some of the trap,
Yeah.
but, it's a hell of a lot better than going the rest of the way.
Wait, is this the top of the stairs or this?
So this is where it lands with the floor.
Okay. Oh, okay, so that's not too
Because
bad.
you're coming up from the floor beneath.
Alright, does the room appear to be empty of people's
Yes.
kobolds? Alright.
There's like a small card table and some stools put here. Like at one point in time, maybe it was guarded, but it's not right now. Maybe it's guarded at a different time of the day. Potentially, like if there's like a night cycle inside the mountain or a day cycle. Kobolds are generally nocturnal creatures.
Alright. I'll swing back, tell them good news. Back here. So then we could potentially set up in here if we are going...
Everyone update your time spent in the mountain calendars.
Oh, there's a calendar of that we're supposed
Well, some of them are keeping track of how long they've been awake because they have, powers like the amulet, for example, the amulet of dragonkind. There's some powers that only work once a week, so they want to know how many hours they've been in here. Then Strobe wants to know how many hours because he can fly or some other shit for,
I have uses per day.
So
Yeah,
long.
that's my minutes. The main thing is for my ancestor armor, which...
Yeah.
Eh.
So was this 3 hours or 4?
Well, it was more than 3, so let's say 4.
4 it is. Done.
You figure with the time it took to move everyone back to the stairs without injuring them further.
Oh, and then searching
Sure.
all the doors and the other stuff, or
Yeah.
all the chests. Alright.
Is it possible to check this door here, or will you get seen by the people in there?
I should be probably still able to stealth, because I can hide in plain sight.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, I could go check that door. Do I see any traps?
You do not.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to...
Not be a gentleman.
If it's locked, I will attempt to unlock it.
It is locked.
Got a 38 on this.
That'll do it. Door opens. Let me just untoggle. Okie doke. It's another storage room. Nothing too fancy.
Alright. So, here's a question. This far, that door being this close, is there... Would you be concerned about being seen?
Yeah, I mean, kobolds could, if they wandered this direction, they could definitely potentially see you, and it's highly possible that they will, because
Okay.
there's the other courtyard down here. Now, yes, it's the scene of a giant kobold massacre currently, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to, eventually wander that way and maybe pick up stuff that they left there, or potentially, set up the secondary market area there again because they think that you've left the area.
Well, their dark vision's 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
So they're seeing to about the door. Are these 10-foot squares?
I mean, if you want to smuggle me
the
over,
small squares are 5 feet each. So
Okay.
the hallway to get a measurement is 20 feet across.
like if you wanted to smuggle me over, I can hop inside my bag of holding, and then you can like stealth me into there if you want to look at the stuff inside. But
So
Alright.
from the closest kobold that you can see, this guy, that's 60 feet to here.
Okay. Well, to be safe, I could use shadow illusion to make it just seem like the hallway is darker, potentially.
Give it a foreboding, like, you don't want to come this way.
Well, not that necessarily, but make it just seem like it gets darker than or they can see further, but make it look like that it's just that dark. Cover our tracks.
Mhm.
I guess, do you get what I mean?
Yeah. So anyone that's moving through the area gets a bonus to not being seen.
I guess, yeah. So it's shadow illusion twice a day.
Sure. I mean, what sort of area will it affect?
Says this ability functions as a silent image.
Okay.
it's basically you can just make it. You're pretty much painting like a Wile E. Coyote
There.
over
I'll
it.
paint the hallway.
Okay, you make the hallway darker.
Alright.
You paint it in
And then-
shades of black and gray. Oh wait, that's the same.
Talk to get everyone in this room.
Yep, we can move everyone over there. Boom, 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 doo, doo. Ta-da.
Alright.
Oh, there's Steve.
Nobody brought their artillery piece with them? Come on.
They talked about that actually. It wasn't
Yeah.
really a tenable idea.
Yeah, those things are pretty heavy. It took us a while to get
Yeah.
that over there.
Stop taking my ballista.
Aw.
Damn it.
I didn't think I could grab anything.
Yeah, you can grab stuff inside the...
Shit. Alright, what do we want to do from here now? Now that the market is busy, and then we have those invisible... Okay, do we hear that guy talking his bullshit again?
Proselytizing again?
Yeah.
I mean, depends on how long you wait. I mean, currently, no.
We start by searching for secret doors.
Okay.
39. I find all the doors even if they aren't there.
There are no doors.
Damn it.
We can try and tell them that we're here to do trade.
I don't
know.
think they're gonna go for that one.
Yeah. That may have flown already, considering that they murdered like 40 kobolds down here.
Our negotiating
Well, they were
skills
being
didn't go
very
very
rude.
well. Our negotiating was
They were
like
being
all
rude.
ones.
Huh.
I mean, I can become the god of darkness again and then try and scare them off.
You sure could.
The last time you became a god of darkness, there was fire at my feet and my character didn't know.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, well, he forgets about your freaky deaky, fire resistance. And that, you can't always keep up.
Hear that? You can't always keep up.
Well, no, just like
You're
he
an anchor,
actually
Richard.
had no idea that you were behind him.
I told the witch doctor.
I could always divine strike them with Armok's Wrath because they're obviously heathens.
Obviously.
Can I just strike them down? Did you tell us that they're worshipping some god?
I did tell you about
Then I would like to strike them down with Divine Fury.
trying to rally all of them to some other god.
Curdle knock.
Man,
I mean,
it's a shame you don't have Chain Lightning because it would be so perfect right now.
Armok impersonator,
we had chain
actually.
lightning. Some of us used most of it.
But look how perfect it is.
Most of these kobolds in the square right now are women and children kobolds. They're
I
not
was gonna say,
warriors.
these guys all ran away the last time, except for that one little group.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so,
we probably took a fair chunk of their active warriors.
So
Okay,
we have the option to
so-
run in there and go oogie boogie, and they all run away.
What if I can convert them to Armok?
That
Prismatic
that
spray is
your personal
120
Sounds
feet
reasonable.
long. I
It's
can
really
therefore
long.
do the entirety of this room
That's a
basically,
hell of a spray.
from door to door, and just be like, it's like opening a path, guys.
you should bust in there and start talking about Armok and say Curdlemok is an impersonator, and that is why kobolds are falling left and right because they worshipping a false god.
He'll do it. If you
That's what I'm going to do.
you gave him
Additionally, I'll be
any
leaving
support.
Additionally, I'll be leaving my armor and weapons with y'all,
God.
Oh my god.
and wearing my High Priest of Armok robes.
We can sew those to fit over your armor.
I'm kind of down for this plan.
Alright,
You should go
so-
for it.
I'm gonna Shadow Erst, and if
Okay.
anybody speaks out against them, I want to kill them.
Oh
Just
my
instantly?
god.
Can he discreetly murder them?
Maybe. I don't know if I can.
Well,
It's funny that you would kill them with like a shadow magic because Armok preaches against the darkness.
is it shadow magic? or does he
Literally,
just
that's his
flick
thing.
a dagger from behind
Okay.
somewhere.
Yeah, no, I won't do that. Sounds anti-Armok.
The unseen hand. No, Armok is not unseen in any way. He's very vulgar.
His high priest took off all his armor and weapons and is shouting at a bunch of kobolds.
I do want to see this firsthand, though.
Alright, so Chad, where are you setting up?
And the fruit stand.
In the fruit stand?
Yes.
Okay. We'll say that you're in the fruit stand then.
I'm gonna roll. 44 for stealth.
I got a good roll to see you. It's still not anywhere near 44. All right.
Can I be with Farland in the bag of holding?
Yeah, there's plenty of room.
I mean, if you go fully into a bag of holding, you'll suffocate.
It's 10
He actually
cubic.
doesn't breathe.
It's 10 cubic feet of air. So I
As
think we calculated this out before.
No. Cordal legitimately does not breathe.
Or
Like,
we'll
he
be
can
undead.
survive
I
in the
think that's a
vacuum of
thing,
space.
though. It's a pocket dimension, though.
If
I mean-
it makes you feel any better, I do have an infinite bottle of air, but it's keeping my familiar alive in my bag of holding.
It's
You have an infinite bottle of air that's open inside of a bag of holding with your familiar. That's just funny.
It's my void adaptation. I'm constantly under the effects of endure elements. I don't need to breathe, and I have see in darkness.
Cool. All right.
So, like, he'll stick in that and assume
Is anyone
that
else
if things
doing
go badly,
anything
Farland...
before Steve saunters out there and preaches the, conspiracy against Armok?
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, his instructions upon going in the bag are
I'ma
pull
move
him
right
out if
there.
you need him.
And then I'm going to wait and see what happens.
All right, Steve. Get Ernst out
Okay.
there. Proselytize.
First,
I set up the popcorn maker.
first,
Yeah, if you get to a secure place, feel free to have his head poke out.
first, I will be casting Enhanced Diplomacy on myself. So that gives me +2 to my diplomacy, which I
Okay.
need because my charisma's 8.
Yeah.
It's
It's effectively 10.
Second, I will
Have
be
you leveled
casting.
yourself and given yourself all the skill points yet?
No, I don't need them because I have roleplay. Second, I will be casting Blessing of Fervor on myself, which makes me even more fervorous about Armok. So that's
Right.
going to be fun.
Okay.
Third, I'm going to be preparing my Fireflies that I have as spell components because I still need them, but I can now cast them without speaking.
This is going to
So
turn
I'm
into
gonna-
a goddamn divine debate. That's what this is going to be.
Because also there is another spell that I have. Where is it? Called Divine Lance that I'm probably going to end up using on any heathens that I don't like. So
Sure.
there might be that.
Great.
That makes perfect sense.
But I have also Flame Strike ×3 prepared, which is
Oh.
also Divine Hellfire.
Mm-hmm.
So in case anyone gets a little bit squirrely,
Anyone gets fresh.
I can cast that silently as well.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I can't. I'm sorry, that's not second level. Well, anyway. And I bust in there, glowing with light.
Oh, good.
I'm going to give him the effects of the Fortune Hex.
This is good.
So as long as I keep chanting in my bag... and
was the,
Farley was within 30
4?
feet of him, he gets to roll twice.
Even better.
Alright, so I can make sure to shadow with it.
What was the heathen god's name?
For, Curdlemock?
Curdlemock.
So I walk towards the fountain, saying, Curdlemock.
The kobolds are immediately freaked out when the glowing dwarf appears.
They should be. Curdlemock.
Remember, they're immediately, at least freaked out by dwarves, if not,
Yeah.
hateful towards them.
Yeah. I saved
Okay.
my children. Curdlemock is a heathen. He is all that is evil. He's all that is harming you in this world. When I reach the fountain, I step up on it,
Oh, good.
and the fountain starts glowing.
Okay, well, at this point in time, there's another little, and a flash on the other side over by the stool, and the priest-type person,
Clerk battle.
The prophet, that was
Somebody else has-
proselytizing Curdlemock appears, and he's like, "No! He's a dwarf! You can't listen to him! Obviously, he's evil!" And
What,
he
what,
also
what do these kobolds look like? Like
What do you mean?
do
Like,
they
what
look
clan are
hurt
they?
and downtrodden?
No, you missed that part when we were talking about this particular clan that lived in the area. This is the clan gnarled fang kobolds, they are very relaxed. They're very lax in their personal discipline because they own the merchant's quarter and they use it to great effect. All the other clans sell their wares here to each other as a neutral area, and in so they pay a tithe to Clan Gnarled Fang for allowing them to use the space. So Clan Gnarled Fang literally does nothing. Like, they have very few warriors. They're fat and lazy kobolds that don't believe anything bad could actually happen to them because nothing really bad actually has.
I see.
I'm going to maintain the 30 feet within Erst. Scale this building over here.
Yeah. This is the only way Urs can win a debate.
I'm sorry, so we cut you off while you were talking as your
No
prophet.
worries. So the prophet who introduces himself as Farkenmal, he approaches the fountain and also stands on top of it saying, "No, obviously this is one of the heroes that was sent to punish us as for our hubris against Kurtlemock. The avatar of the dragon does not approve of this thing being in our mountain. That's why he takes on the visage of a dwarf to further insult us." And the kobolds are like, "Yeah, that makes sense." Your
And I
rebuttal.
say, and I was sent by Armok to bring you back to the light to save you from the treachery of Kurtlemock, or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Kurtlemock.
The betrayer.
Oh, good. Kurtlemock the Betrayer? What? No. Kurtlemock is the true chosen god of the kobolds. And some of them are like, yeah, maybe. And then he's like, how can you claim that you're here for us? You're a dwarf. Dwarves don't help us. Dwarves are the enemy. We remember the purge. And then they're like, "Rah, the purge!" as the other kobolds sort of re-chant, that last statement.
Armok brings justice, but also open-handedness. And I reach into my my cleric pocket and pull out whatever rubies and emeralds and whatever treasure I've received this entire game, and I've spent none of it on anything.
Oh, good.
And I
Okay,
just
so
cast it out among them.
so the kobolds go from "oh" to "ah" when he starts throwing gems out into the crowd. So essentially there's a dog pile of kobolds in the small area that he was actually able to throw gems out to.
Oh my god.
And this is where I flame strike them all.
I was
Really?
about to say, that looks like a really nice fireball target right there. Just,
Gotcha, bitches.
Lure them in.
So
Armok hates greed.
all of the maybe all those kobolds are now feverishly collecting gems and being like, "Oh, Armok, he gives us free money." And I mean, this incenses what's his face, Farkenmal. He's like, "No, these are lies sent to take you off the path of righteousness." And then so when he's like that, some of merchant kobolds are like, "Who gives a shit? Free money." And they come over too, and so the people that are with him are sort of starting to line up inside over here on his side of the fountain, and the people that are yay money are over on
Yeah, funny.
they're on Earth's side of the fountain. Not necessarily on Earth's side, but they're definitely yay money.
Pro money.
That's right. They're the pro money kobolds. They're big business kobolds.
If anybody wanted to sneak around back here, this would be probably the opportunity to. It's also screwed up if someone sees you, though. I don't know.
It's not a very sneaky posse.
Yeah, but everyone's looking at the free money over here.
And the
Oh
glowing
yeah,
dwarf.
when the inevitable brawl begins, that's when you all run through.
Follow me, follow Armok, and I'll take you to the horde that's held by the avatar, by the champion of this betrayer, in this very mountain, Armok rewards his children.
So all of them look up at that point in time, and there's this look of, is this shit for real? And you can see the thought process going through their head. It's, holy shit, have you seen that pile of gold? And then on the other hand is, holy shit, have you seen that goddamn dragon? Like, so there's that, you can see the battle going inside their head. It's like, should we, unionize and rise up against our taskmaster? Or, should we take this chump for the money that he's given us now and run with it?
At which point I feel like I should flame strike the priest.
Oh my god.
I mean, if you want to, good call.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's crowdsource this to this party. What do we think, party?
You're on your own out there.
Yeah, you are on your own out there.
Yeah.
So
I
we
take
had-
no
I
responsibility
thought we
for
had
anything that's happening outside this door.
I thought we had a telepathic connection.
I don't think we have party Bluetooth.
Oh, I thought it was through the
No, I
the
mean, there's a
dragon
frog sticking out of a bag beatboxing to this whole match, but
So Farkin Mall is like, no, that's impossible. It's not. Colonel Mock is not the betrayer. That's a name that he just came up with. That's total garbage. And he is an avatar. Even the evil dwarf says that he is an avatar of frickin' Colonel Mock. An avatar is unbeatable. It's a small god. So some of the kobolds are like, yeah, he's right. He did just say that, that thing was an avatar. Maybe he's even more powerful than a dragon. So you'd
That
start.
seems like
lost a few
leap
of
in
them there.
intelligence that
I did say that what's his name spoke with pretty good common, so he's intelligent. Farkin Mall, that's his name.
okay.
And obviously he has some skills of some kind because you did a butt ton of damage to him and most of it was deflected.
I will reply with, yes, the follower of gods can be quite powerful, and I'll trigger my silent light to glow out of my eyes.
Okay.
And I ask you, when has this betrayer ever come to you offering it what you need, what you want, instead of hoarding it in the mountain, locked away from you?
So you hear a hushed ooh, and kind of go over the crowd, and you see them like and whispering to each other like, yeah, when the hell did we get anything from this guy? So there's sort of that, yeah, we need to get paid more. And then this is where Farkin Mall pops back in. He's like, you fucking morons, we get paid all the time. Every time the dragon sends us out to go raid a town or a village and come back with booty, we get to keep some of it.
Every time you go out and risk your lives and bring it back, and you do what with it? Give the lion's share to this betrayer? Meanwhile, you're being stolen from the entire time?
Again, more hushed whispers of, he's making good sense. He
he
takes
needs to
all
like
this...
write a little red book.
Yeah, right? So, essentially the tone is, yeah, how much of that stuff do we give to that frickin' dragon? It's gotta be like 9 out of 10 things. And, like, could you think of all the shinies we would have if we just, like, went up there as a group and just took it? What could he do? Look at how many of us there are. So that's what the discussion is at this point in time, and most of them are discussing that. Very few of them are like fervent Colonel Mock, like, yo, Colonel Mock followers at this point in time. And then Farkin Mall pops back in one last time. He's like, You morons are forgetting. We have this home because we were invited here in the first place. We have safety and stability. We have a economy and a society that's our own, that can be governed in our own way. The only person we have to even ever talk to in any sort of a hierarchical way is the dragon. That's it. He's the only one. He's an avatar of a god, obviously. The rest of us, we choose our chiefs. We make wars against each other as we decide.
And with the dragon gone, you won't have to answer to anyone.
But we won't have safety anymore. The dragon invited us here. If the dragon
Armok-
dies, the dwarves
Armok
come
will
back.
Armok will extend his safety, and all he asks for, and I gesture at the preacher guy, is a sacrifice.
Farkin Mall.
Yeah.
He's like, don't do it, bastards! Think about it this way. The dwarves will come back. This dwarf is lying.
And I throw another handful of gems.
Alright, so make your diplomacy check at this point.
Alright, you better give me a good diplomacy modifier.
I will
just
give you a
gave
good
up
diplomacy modifier
a year
because
and a half worth of treasure.
Remember to roll twice.
Well, it's not just a year and a half worth of treasure. I think that you did a pretty good job of deflecting my statements. It was a pretty good debate.
It's gonna be so much better when I flame strike them in the last moment.
Thanks for the gems, idiots.
Ooh! 17.
Okay.
And 17.
God.
I've never rolled so well. That's the highest I've ever rolled in this game.
I rolled an 18, but my diplomacy check is not good. Was it a total of 17 for you, or that's what you rolled?
No, that's just what I rolled.
What was the total?
Well, I'm +0 plus whatever modifiers you're giving me.
Then you have a +2 for
what's
yours.
Plus 0.
Without my modifiers, what is it?
17.
Oh, okay.
I thought you had a +2 for something you cast on yourself.
No, it's a 0 because I have an 8 charisma.
That 8 charisma is
Oh.
only a -1, so you'd have a +1.
So
Yeah.
plus 1.
Oh,
So
plus 1. So 18.
Okay. Yeah, you win the diplomacy check. So the kobolds here behind Farkin Mall, they kind of pull him down off of the broken fountain. They're like, sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. I mean, think of the small creatures from like Men in Black. They're like, all hail Jay, all hail Jay. They sort of have that same tone to it.
Oh my god.
So they're like, how should he be sacrificed? And like a few of them start like pulling on his limbs, like they're gonna try and tear him apart, like like they're horses.
Oh my god.
Cleansing fire.
Cleansing fire, cleansing fire. And then they walk him over to his like soapbox, essentially, the crates that he had been standing on before proselytizing Kurtlemock, and they're like, burn him now! Burn him now!
I will flame strike him.
Okay, he's super dead. I'm not. Yeah. Stone skin does not protect against flame strike.
No.
Yeah. And then then the kobolds are like, all praise Armok! All praise Armok!
Yes! Some people wait a lifetime. Okay. Prepare yourselves. We're gonna go get that gold.
Woo! And then there's just this boisterous uprising of, yeah! Woo! Gold! The dragon's got shit on us! So, I mean...
Well, I know how we distract the dragon.
Right? At least for a
Oh my
round.
god.
They just bust in there and start stealing as much as they can before they get eaten.
Probably.
So
I mean-
all these guys on this floor, are they from like all the different clans?
There's a
Or-
bunch from a bunch of different clans, yeah.
So,
I mean, the guards that are here are from Gnarled Fang, but probably 1 out of 4 is a guard. The rest are all just kobolds.
yeah.
Okay, guys, I know this is gonna sound weird, but I really don't know where to go from this point because that was
Well-
just the crowning achievement. I don't even care if we kill a dragon at this point. I feel like that was the best thing we're going to see.
You've actually legitimately.
You've won the game, Steve.
Well, he's certainly reached his objective.
It's now the Mountain of Armagh.
Well, that's just it, though. Steve Erst realizes, I mean, he was tricking these things. He realizes that these are kobolds, and kobolds serve the darkness.
Oh, they do. Oh, yeah. They're lucky I'm not committing genocide right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's all he can
Righteous-
do to hold
righteous,
himself
good.
back. Plus,
Yeah.
Steve is a total bigot as far as dwarves go. Like, he hates kobolds. He hates kobolds. Even if he didn't worship Armagh, he would kill these fuckers.
Yes. No, the best part about it is they're going to throw themselves into dragon fire and die a painful death.
Yeah.
That's the best part about it.
I mean, they're so weak. Will it really be painful, or are they going to look at it wrong and then?
Oh, I'm going to heal them.
Let's be real. I don't even know if they're gonna make it to the dragon because there's so many traps in the way.
Yeah.
Well, I
have-
assume that somebody can tell us the way out of here.
I have more than enough free stabilizations to make this hurt for them for as long as possible. So,
You can send them all to recruit more clan members into this suicide,
yeah,
Suicide
I think
pact.
that's what we do.
or
I think
Yeah.
we said because we need to rest and recover for the final push, right?
I think
You
so.
remember you're on
Like,
floor 2.
how-
The dragon
How far
definitely
is
rolls
it to the
sides on.
dragon?
I mean, I can't tell you that.
Do the kobolds know?
You could ask them.
I thought we knew which floor the dragon was on. And
3rd
that's
floor.
why-
You're on the 2nd floor, but you have
Yeah.
no idea how many sections of mountain there are in between you and the dragon.
Got it.
But if we send them off with the word of Armagh and the promise of jewels to recruit, we can rest up at least for now, and then make the final push.
Go back to your clans. Find the faithful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this means we're never going to see them again.
Maybe.
It's possible.
Yeah, probably.
What if they start flashing all those gems they just got?
You think they're going to start flashing gems that they just got to other kobolds? That's a good way to lose your gems.
And your life.
That too.
At worst, they're going to kick you and beat you until you give them your gems. Or at best, that's what I meant.
So anyway, because there's been such a hubbub here in the square, let's just delete, there we go. And then I will bring in, well, let's just call him, I'll just do that to delineate something different looking. A very regal-esque and important looking kobold strides out of the large double doors, flanked by like 6 guards, and I'm not going to bother to put him down. But
Huh.
he comes out, and he is, hold on, I will find him. Chuba 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 choo. He's like, "Welcome, noble dwarf," and he sort of stumbles on that word, and he's like, "My name is Harlechuk, and I am the chieftain of these kobolds here. You are in my territory, so if you are taking my people, you must pay the price. That's right. Nothing is free, and obviously you are generous with your money, so gimme."
I'm also generous with my judgment, and I gesture over to the flaming crater.
Oh, over there. He's like, "Oh no, forgive me. I wasn't trying to insult. What I was saying was, praise Armagh. I'm loyal, so I deserve money."
Bring me the rest of your people. Bring me the rest of your faithful, and you shall receive everything that you ask for. And I make my eyes glow once again.
So he smacks the guards around him, like just smacks them on the shoulder, like go, 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 and like pushes them to the sides, like get. Those 6 guards sort of like then spread out amongst the doors here in, well, not that one, but
They're like, just don't go this direction. You won't. Everyone's good over there.
anyway, they spread out that way, and then he's like, they're gathering the rest of my people. See all I've done to bring more loyal subjects to Armok, so money?
So I roll like a sapphire or something around in my hand. Yes. When they're all here.
Okay, so kobolds essentially start streaming in from all over the damn place when, free money if you worship a god, starts, being yelled out amongst whoever. I mean, they're taken aback a little when they see a dwarf standing on top of their broken fountain.
A glowing
A
fountain.
glowing dwarf. They're like, what the shit? It's sort of a the fuck moment, but they get over it when they see all the, money that's being passed around amongst the kobolds that are here at the base of the fountain. So, you figure 30 minutes, the rest of the kobolds from this clan have all gathered, so let me just take that, copy, and...
Oh god.
Probably not quite enough. There we go.
Okay. Oh man, I've never wanted to commit genocide so hard. God, I'm surrounded by them.
I'll delete some of them.
Oh man, there's like a sweet spell called like Judgment or something, where you blow up everything in like an 80-foot radius. I wish we had that.
And essentially, I give the same little speech that I did earlier about the when have you ever gotten the kind of money, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Worship God, get money.
We didn't land on the dragon landed on us.
Right. And soon Armok will bless you with all the wealth that is truly yours.
So, woo! Yeah! Take off your shirt!
I whispered to Farland, is he promising all of our gold away?
Don't worry, just the ones who survive.
Alright.
I mean, honestly, let's be real. If we actually kill the dragon, then there will be more that we will all have as much gold as we can carry on our backs to come out of this mountain.
Yeah.
To be fair, I mean, this is just part of my destination.
And so during that point, I'll also probably talk to the leader guy and ask what their process is for interacting with the dragon, or who their speaker is for the dragon, that kind of shit.
Ah, okay.
Basically pumping them for information.
As chieftain, he is the speaker to the dragon. So all the local chieftains, at some point in time, will be contacted by the dragon, but none of them actually see the dragon except for Clan Wormguard. The only way that they communicate with the dragon is by the dragon's envoys, which they speak of in hushed reverend tones. They describe them as larger than man-sized half-dragons. So, yeah, like humanoid dragons, essentially. If you think draconians from Dragonlance, but with wings,
yeah,
that's a good description of them.
Have we not run into those yet?
You did once, right outside of the crypt of the knight that was a vampire, remember?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You got ambushed by, some bad dude, and he had, dragonkin with him. Anyway, they died. You killed them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell the chieftain that we will be going to the dragon now.
All of us?
Yes. Armok demands the faithful to stand against the betrayer.
Clan Wormguard are feverish fanatics to the dragon, and they will stop anyone who attempts to directly interact with the dragon.
They will convert or perish.
Is it time to roll out your posse?
They will convert or perish, as I have the champions of Armok with me, gesturing at the kobolds as well as the door, which is now glowing.
I believe that's our cue, Kahu.
Well,
Always.
Clan Skullkickers will surely unite with us, as they are our closest ally, and they're nearby too. So there will be many of us there, but I don't want to underestimate the powers of Clan Wormguard.
You offer wise counsel. Don't underestimate the powers of Armok's chosen champions as they come in through the door. All aglow and shit.
I'm still beatboxing.
Why are you beatboxing?
Because he gets the fortune as long as I keep chanting.
I like how he's worried. How he's super worried about Clan Wormguard and not actually like the dragon.
Well, it's one thing at a time. He's a very sequentially minded individual. He's an accountant, okay?
I suppose
Yeah.
so.
And
So, what do we know about Wormguard's capabilities? Like,
they're
are they just...
they're well respected. That I can tell you. They're not selfish with their approach to dealing with intruders. They not only allow the other clans to kill the intruders, but if they dispatch an intruder, they will generally hand out whatever the intruders had on them as a thank you gesture to the other clans.
Huh.
Um,
So,
for the
Are they
most part,
magically
they're well
powerful,
respected.
physically
The only
powerful?
clan that really has a problem with them is Clan Wishbone, because because they're shooting for the number one spot and they're number two.
Wishbone's the one that we sold up the creek, right?
Wishbone is the one that had the anti-magic sort of field on their area. They were the ones that had the slave pens and the blacksmithing areas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the slaving scum that we decided to, pretty much have them be eliminated by telling everyone how to, destroy them and how to turn off their stupid anti-magic.
Yeah. Stupid anti-magic.
Yeah. Well, what we need is we'll probably be the bulk of the force that faces off against Clan Wormguard. We'll have to deal with whatever bullshit they've got. But if we can take them down, we have our way to the dragon. And the horde, which we will equitably share with everybody that survives.
Yeah,
Well-
something to that effect.
I mean, we'll help you in whatever way we can, but I don't want there to be a race war with my kobold cousins. That would be overwhelmingly bad for us.
Yes. Yes, it would be. Lead us to Wormguard.
Okay.
We don't have to have a race war. We just need to get Wormguard out of the way, take care of this dragon, and then you guys can all figure out how the hell your society works.
Okay. So I'm going to reveal this part of the map.
I mean, Have you all ever considered honest trade?
What are you talking about? We're traders. That's what we do.
Well, like, not going out and raiding the villages? Actually, like, talking to them and trading goods with them?
People don't trade with kobolds.
Yeah. You can get past appearances.
Yeah, but the kobolds only trade what they have stolen from people.
If we walked into a village, they would not trade with us.
Maybe you just need to have the right people setting up the meeting.
Well,
And you are followers of Armok now.
Steve, you are such a liar.
And
Okay,
Cordell's thinking about,
so-
reforming Kobold society. So
This
they're at
is
least
this
not,
section
abject
of
evil.
this is this section of the mountain. It is largely unexplored by you. There are a couple other traps in this area, but generally the quickest way out of here is following this long corridor here, and then going south. Okay, until it reaches the next two areas. They actually combine at like a three-way hall here. Okay, if you want to go directly towards the dragon, you would hang a left. If you want to do any sort of side stuff, you would go straight.
It's probably best to go directly at the dragon. That's the less kobold clans we have to.
Yeah, I mean
interact with.
they're bringing their kobold allies that are nearby, right?
I mean, I assume
They're
they're
gonna-
going to send a couple people with us, and then
They're gonna turn off their traps for us, so we don't have to worry about that.
What do you mean,
So-
our traps? These are dwarven traps, my friend.
Very well.
The dog agrees.
Onward and upward.
Okay, so I am going to put your guys' heroes at the entrance to the next area. So you guys are agreeing that you're heading straight for the dragon. You don't want to do any side stuff.
I thought we were gonna rest for a minute. Or no? Are we gonna just go off this momentum?
and resting would be nice. I mean, we're still setting watch because I don't trust this many kobolds in one place, but
Resting is probably a good
Okay.
idea if we have.
Where
the
would you like
chance.
to rest? Do you want to rest here at the end of this territory that you've found followers of Armok in, or do you want to rest somewhere inside the territory?
probably inside the territory.
So like
Well,
here.
we need them to go and get their allies that they said they were bringing anyway. So they need
That's
time
the
for
next
that.
area that you're going to actually have to travel through.
Okay. Well
But I
then,
mean, we'll bring representatives of their clan, and
We
if
haven't
they
convinced them yet.
if they're going to betray us, then they'll betray us there, and we'll have it over with. But
But if they do,
Cordell's
then
starting to think
we'll be fully rested at the time.
it might be his divine duty to teach these kobolds how to be proper citizens of the world.
Huh.
Oh god.
I like how we're not killing kobolds with it. We're not doing any of this for treasure anymore. We're doing it to create a centralized, stable kobold society.
Are
no,
we?
It's been really twisted.
I'm in it for the race war.
Cordell's in it for the greater good.
You know, the player
When I
inside
deleted
me,
all those kobolds, my frame rate jumped up.
Yeah.
the player inside me is just so apprehensive about leaving unexplored parts of the mountain, especially with a DMS twice, especially when the mountain is trying to specifically force you to go straight to the dragon. But I feel like if we wait too long, we lose the fervor of the kobolds, and I want that.
Yeah, this is tenuous at best.
Well,
So-
it also wouldn't look really good if we were promising them all this gold and then we're looting through their shit.
Yeah, that's true.
Scrounging around, we're like, oh, this looks useful.
That's
we
true.
found.
Okay. So next time we get together, I will have probably the next two areas mapped out for you guys. Okay? But it is 10 p.m., so this is a pretty good stopping point. When we get back together next time, we'll do all your resting actions, because I'll need to do stuff. Every time you guys rest, I do stuff. And then, yeah.
Every
and then we'll
time we
move on.
sleep, Brian does stuff. to
Okay.
us.
That's
Could
right.
could everyone make sure that they are entirely leveled to 14th level?
Oh yeah.
That would be wise. Okay. Good game. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good game.
All right.